Talk about that.
But today we're speaking about there are parents who had dreams and passions, but they didn't make it. So they want to see their dreams through their kids. Do you understand what I mean?
You. Live vicariously through somebody else.
Yes. For example, I'm going to make you a few examples.
Yo, what's good, man? We're back at it like crack addicts. You know what time it is. Big OG SLK Masterclass podcast. Hanging out with the head nigga in charge.
Me day pan with me wear pan.
Hey.
No pussy clad boy them that no. You see me? There.
We were supposed
Masterclass style and pattern.
to start the show without swearing, dog.
I didn't swear though.
You said pussy clad boy.
Pussy clad boy, a pussy clad boy them.
It's not a good start. How you doing, Shidi? Nice?
I'm all good. I'm nice, bro.
I'm all good, man. It's been a big hip-hop week. I think this week is even going to be bigger. Cotton Fest pulling up in a week's time.
Tomorrow's Cotton Fest. What you talking
Tomorrow,
about?
recording this now.
Yeah, come on, man.
Big shout out to Cotton Fest.
Yeah, Cotton Fest is happening this weekend.
Yeah. That's a nice one, I think.
Shout out RIP to Riky.
100%. I think it's a dope one just for music in general in the country.
Yeah, and
Nice,
and it's gonna be more like a tribute to Riky.
100%. Ooh, do you think they're gonna do something for him?
Obviously.
Like what? What would you do to like say, away, Ricky?
Well, me as Back to the City.
Nah, I don't know. You as Rashid, what would you do at like a dope celebration for something that Ricky has started and now is so big?
Yeah,
and it's not just hip hop
No,
anymore.
they need to honor him, you know, as an individual, as a musician, as a family man, as a founder of Cotton Fest. You know, with the Sahas and Back to the City, we do that every year.
Which is dope, man. That's
Yeah.
really cool. What I do want to see, though, is we spoke about in one of the episodes before. I hope the proceeds of Cotton Fest, because it's going to make shitloads of money.
Yeah.
I hope it goes to the right places. That would be, I'd like Ricky's family to
It
see
must
a lot
go
of this
to
money.
Bianca.
His son, his daughter.
Yeah.
I hope they really
It
get
must go
something
to
from
the
it.
family.
You know, it doesn't have to be all of it, but
Not all of it, though,
a big chunk of it, dog,
Yeah.
needs to go there, man.
Because
I'd
there's
like
a
to
lot
see
of people to be paid there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Otherwise, how's your hip hop week been?
But it's been good, man. I saw there's another pop bottles coming in honor of DJ Dimples.
Shout out.
Yeah,
Dimples,
we're gonna
RIP
have that
Dimples.
soon. Yeah, and Back to the City coming back this year.
Yep. 27th of April, we're out here at AM Studios. Big shout out to AM Studios.
That's next week, Wednesday.
Freedom Day.
Freedom Day, yeah.
Yeah, man. We're gonna be doing a nice live masterclass.
Brought to you by Sampra.
Ooh, shout out to Sampra. Getting some free publication again.
Yeah. They must hook us up with some real shit, though.
Nah, they got us, man. I mean, like a body like Sampra. What's their most important role? What's their role?
Music, musicians, royalties, taking care of the artist.
Yeah, I saw that they sort of have like artists that are under them that they sponsor, they help promote the music, they
Yeah.
help move the music.
Yeah.
Why is it that they don't do it for everyone though?
No, they can't do forever. You need to prove yourself.
Okay.
They're going to be part of the Masterclass podcast because we've done the groundwork.
Got you.
Yeah,
So if I'm
yeah.
an artist out there and I shouldn't feel
There's 2 million.
that
There's
Sampra
2
has to do
million.
something for me.
No, there's 2 million artists out there. They can't all go there without putting the groundwork.
And how do you apply to be under? Do they notice me and be like, yo, I like your music, come through?
No, they don't. They have a website, samprafund.co.za, where you can go and make them aware of what you're doing.
Nah, okay. I see that. You see, that's a dope lesson for artists who think that they should be given everything.
Nah.
And everything should come to them. You gotta work
No
hard.
handouts.
You gotta work hard, you know what I mean?
No handouts.
Does your music have to be good though? What if you have like shit music, but you're moving, you know?
I don't know about that. I might think this music is shit and you might think it's dope.
True.
So that's subjective.
True. Numbers count. Are you pushing sales? Are you...
Whatever.
Moving keys.
Numbers lie now.
What? Niggas is cooking numbers again.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
There's streaming farms in India where you can pay this company. They have 10,000 phones and then they stream your song and you get 10 million streams in a week, that's paid for. That's a lie. Numbers
True.
can lie now.
True.
Everything is about money.
You can work it.
Yeah.
So if I'm a smart artist,
So
I can make this
nowadays
work.
you don't believe shit.
Except the music. You know? I believe nowadays the music has to speak for itself.
Yeah.
Because
Don't believe
your
them.
numbers,
Don't believe the music numbers
or the hype even.
or the hype.
Clouds
even.
on Twitter, the clouds on
We-
Facebook and all that shit.
Because motherfuckers buy motherfuckers to tweet about them, influencers. And then motherfuckers is trending. You think motherfuckers is the shit when motherfuckers ain't shit.
That's crazy. Wouldn't you think nowadays, like I'm saying, if I'm a smart artist, nah,
Yeah.
wouldn't I use that to my advantage? Knowing that there's streaming farms, there's influencers that I can pay.
But what
there's-
happens when you get caught?
How are you going to catch me? How are you going to know I'm doing that?
Like that nigga from America. What's his name? He's from Africa, man.
Which one?
He's from Morocco.
Musician.
Musician. Tunisia or Morocco. He's a rapper.
Okay. What did you do?
The light-skinned rapper, man. In America. What's his name?
Which one? Montana?
Montana.
Oh,
Yeah.
French Montana.
French Montana.
Oh, okay.
He was caught doing that shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Buying streams, paying motherfuckers. So, you can try to convince us without a hit.
Yeah, I think you should try it, dog. Like, if it works, do it, my nigga. Get your numbers up. If they lie,
But we'll catch you up. Like,
Cook 'em, dog.
fuck.
Cook 'em.
How is this nigga the biggest song in the country when I've never heard it on the streets? I've never heard it on radio.
I feel like we should hit up, as the Masterclass podcast, we should hit up those guys in India and then get them to stream the podcast 1,000,000 times. and
No,
get our
we
views up.
should. No. I think we should do a whole episode on streaming farms
Yeah.
and let people know how some of the musicians cheat the streams and how some of the record labels cheat the streams.
Work the streams. I don't like the word
Yeah,
cheat.
yeah.
I don't like the word cheat because they're just working it. They're working the numbers.
They cheating the motherfucker. Because you can have 10 million streams, but you don't have 10 million people.
Yeah, which
That's
is
cheating.
I don't know if it's cheating, dog. It's just
It is
smart about
cheating.
it. It's only
It is
cheating if you
cheating.
get caught. You know what I mean? It's only cheating if you get caught.
Everything is legal until you get caught.
My nigga. So you are innocent
I
until
told you
proven
before. You were
guilty.
like, no. There's no such.
No, I
we
do it
don't
myself,
promote
dog.
that here. Yeah,
I do it myself now as well.
you do.
I noticed, like, if there's a way to work any system in life, work it until you can't anymore, dog.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But when you do get caught, it's jail time.
yeah. Everything is legal until you get caught.
Word up, dog. Let's get into class, doggy.
Let's handle it.
Ring the bell, please. Hey, man, like, shout out Good Friday. It was a crazy, crazy weekend for me.
Was it
You know what I
good
mean?
though?
Depends. Depends on who you are.
Yeah,
Who's
yeah.
asking.
Yeah.
Nah, I think it was awesome, man, and there was a lot that happened that I saw on the internet, that I just saw from the music that was being dropped, and I just felt like it's dope that we have so many OGs in the game who are looking out for youngins, whether they are family or not.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
do family members who are in the game who are good, do they look after their kids and try groom their kids to become as dope as they are in whatever field, even if it's in hip hop, if it's in piano, you know what I mean? I just was thinking about people, timers who are in the game and or ladies who are in the game who have kids who are budding. Do those people help their kids out?
Well, our previous episode, we were talking about kids who were trying to emulate their parents. Like
Yeah.
Tira's son
Last week.
trying to be Tira, Oskido's son trying to be Oskido. And 99% of the time it doesn't work.
Yeah, I haven't really seen it.
They
but
never
we
make
spoke
it.
about that.
But today we're speaking about there are parents who had dreams and passions, but they didn't make it. So they want to see their dreams through their kids. Do you understand what I
Got
mean?
you. Live vicariously through somebody else.
Yes. For example, I'm going to make you a few examples. Joe Jackson wanted to be a musician, but they didn't make it.
Yep.
So he bought his kids music instruments at an early age. Had Michael Jackson, Tito Jackson, all of them. They became musicians before they could do anything else.
I hear that.
You know, and they made it in life. You had DJ Arch, who couldn't make it as a DJ. Then training this kid, DJ Arch Jr., who won South Africa's Got Talent at the age of 3. So you're living your dream through your kids. You have Venus and Serena Williams' father, who wanted to be a tennis player but couldn't. And he decided to train his daughters from the age of 3 to become tennis players. And they went on to succeed. They became world champions. So this one is different. It's as your parent, as your father wanting to be a doctor and didn't have the means to become a doctor. Now he wants you to become a doctor.
I hear that.
We have a lot of those parents.
Yeah. Another example of what you're talking about. I don't know if you know the Ball family. Basketball.
Yes.
Lonzo Ball, LaMelo Ball.
Yeah.
Their dad was also like that. He
Yeah.
groomed those kids into all becoming NBA stars. They're all in the NBA today.
Which is something he couldn't be.
Yeah. I've seen that,
We
I've
have
seen
a
that.
lot of those parents.
It's a tough one, man.
Yeah.
I think if I'm bringing it home, right, and I'm
Yeah.
looking at my life, myself, and I think a lot of South African people went through that.
Yeah.
Where your parents almost groomed and forced you to do a certain thing.
That
You know
they
what I mean?
wanted to do.
And because they were paying for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So going to varsity and all that type of stuff. Maybe you didn't even want, you just wanted to make music. But
Yeah.
you ended up becoming an accountant because endlini they were going to pay for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you have a problem with this? Do you think it's bullshit that parents do that to their kids?
Hey man, it's a catch-22 situation. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You know? Like look at Serena and Venus.
Yeah.
They became world champions in tennis.
Tiger as well. Tiger Woods as well.
Tiger Woods. You know what I'm saying? Because of a parent who couldn't be a professional tennis player. You know? But if it doesn't work, it's a different
What
story.
happens? What happens to those kids?
Those kids become junkies. Like, yo, I don't like what I'm doing. I was forced to doing this. So the only thing that will make me happy is drugs or alcohol. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying it's a catch-22 situation.
So it can work either way. Put your opinion into it now. Forget about the catch-22.
My opinion.
What do you think?
I think that you have a better chance of making it if your parent didn't make it. You know? Because your parent knows the mistakes. Okay, I was supposed to do this to succeed. I didn't. I was supposed to do this and that. And then he will take those things to you to say, yo, for you to succeed, you need to do 1, 2, and 3. But if you are Oskido's son or Tira's son, your parents made it. You know, they don't have those things of not making it.
So they just want to see you succeed
they
either way.
already have a name. So when you go there, you're using their name. Serena didn't use her father's name. Michael Jackson didn't use Joe Jackson's name because Joe Jackson was not big as Michael. You know, Serena's father was not big as his daughters. So there's a difference here. And if you come as a celebrity's baby, we're gonna judge you.
Of course we are.
We're
dog.
gonna say,
So
no,
here's
you have
where I come in, right?
privileges. Everything was
given to you.
Yeah, was given to you.
Born with a silver
Yeah.
spoon.
So that's why I'm saying if your parent didn't make it, you have a better chance of making
it.
Yes.
Here's my opinion on it, and I think what you're saying is not wrong. Like you're 100% right.
Yeah.
We've seen it. Like the stories we're talking about now are people who became successful because their parents weren't successful.
Yes,
in
we've
that
seen
field.
it repeatedly.
But now, what does that do to that person's mental? Because they can never be their own person. As much as Serena and Tiger and all these people are rich and super rich and talented at what they do now, But at what price, dog? At what mental price?
Let me tell you what it does. It tells Serena Williams that, you know what? This was my father's dream. I can't disappoint my father. I can't let him down. As opposed to Tzeeh's son. Tzeeh's son's like, my father's good. My father's made it. My father's a legend. That's the difference.
But I'm asking you, and I hear you. There's a big difference what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
But I want to know, what if Serena, or what if, Tzeeh's son didn't want to be like Tzeeh? You know what I mean? And now all of a sudden, they've got to work. Also, we must stop talking about Tzeeh's son now. Shit.
Oh, okay. Fuck Tzeeh's
But like,
son.
what if I didn't want to be a podcaster because my dad was a podcaster? You know what I mean? But now I'm only doing it because I can't disappoint my dad so much. It fucks with your mentality.
Let me tell you the difference. Children of legends decide to emulate their parents.
That's not true.
Okay. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you. I know Dr. Dre's son is a rapper, unsuccessful rapper. Because Dr. Dre is a successful rapper.
I hear
God
you.
influence.
Even the homies.
Dr. Dre.
DMC.
Yeah, Dr. Dre didn't say, my son, you must become a rapper. That's the difference. They were influenced by
their time as being successful already.
Their status and
fine.
the riches.
That's fine.
And the riches. P. Diddy's son wants to rap. Dr. Dre's son wants to rap.
But that's different.
Lawrence Hill's daughter wants to sing. That's different.
Yes.
Yeah, you have parents who had their own dreams and they didn't achieve those dreams. These parents are encouraging these kids to play tennis, to become DJs, to become rappers.
Yeah.
It's not like Oskido didn't tell any of his kids to become a musician.
Yes.
They decided to do that because they saw him. So, do you see the difference?
I do
here?
see the difference.
Do you see the difference here?
So what you're saying
you have
is,
parents.
let me tell you what you're saying.
Okay, listen.
Okay.
You have parents who didn't make it, and they are pushing their kids to make it.
Yes.
And you have parents who made it, legendary status. They're not pushing their kids to be anything. They're like, okay, my son, you can be whatever you wanna be. And the kids are the ones who decide, like, because I'm Oskido's son, I wanna be like that as well.
There's a big
because
difference
I'm
in that.
Tzeeh's son, I wanna be like that as well. Because I'm Brenda's son, I wanna be like that as well. Do you get the difference?
I get the difference, but you're not
Yes.
answering my question.
What is your question?
Because exactly, you weren't listening to my question.
I was listening,
You had what
but-
you wanted
but-
to say about it.
No.
So you got your shit off now?
Yes.
Thank you. So what I'm saying to you is, Nasheed, is that you've got those two dynamics where you've got the parent
Yeah.
who is successful, who doesn't put any pressure on their child
Yes.
to do the same thing.
Yes.
And that mainly happens because Oskido knows how much bullshit he went through just to be Oskido. He
Yeah.
doesn't want his son or
To
his
go
daughter
through that.
to go through the same shit.
Yeah.
Now you have, I'm going to bring it home.
Yeah.
You have Rashid, right?
Yeah.
Rashid wants to be a podcaster, but his podcasting is trash. He doesn't make it.
Yeah.
And then Rakim now is being forced to be a podcaster because daddy didn't make it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What does that do to your son's mentality when you didn't allow him the opportunity
It
to
fucks
do what
them
he
up.
wants?
It fucks them up because it's a make or break. Because they can make it to make daddy proud. If they don't, they'll be fucked up. They'll end up being on drugs or alcohol.
Junkie
like
vibes.
they're gonna feel like losers. I failed my parent.
It's a big deal for me, man. I don't know if based on them getting successful. So when you look at someone like Serena and them,
Yeah.
as much as they're so successful, do you think they wanted to play tennis? So if we have a rapper now whose dad
They were
didn't make it-
programmed. They were programmed. If you are
Is that
3
fair?
years,
Is
if
that
you are,
fair?
it's not fair. If you are 3 years old and you're made to play tennis and nothing else but tennis every day, you
And
are
that's-
being programmed
you didn't have a
mentally.
choice. You didn't have a choice.
You know the Jackson 5.
No choice.
The Jackson 5. Before the age of 5, you're made to play drums
Exactly.
and piano and sing. You are being programmed. That's not your choice.
Exactly. Michael Jackson didn't really have a decision in what he
Michael
wanted to
Jackson
become.
didn't have a
life.
childhood.
alive.
Michael Jackson didn't have a child because at 7 years old, he was a star. He couldn't play with other kids because he was touring. He was on tour with the Jackson 5.
Play with other kids.
Yes.
No pun intended. If you get the pun. You get it.
It's a big pun.
Yeah, man. And that one flew.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my only issue here is, where do you stand? Because I feel like you're almost on the fence with this thing.
No, I'm Rashid. I'm a TV producer, radio producer, podcaster, rapper, events organizer.
Get your CV out there, dog.
No, and I'm good with all of them. I'm making a living.
Word.
I would like to believe that I'm successful.
Sure.
Yes.
You would like to believe that.
I would like to believe.
But the work speaks for itself.
Yeah.
The work speaks for itself.
Yeah. I wouldn't force my son or daughter to become like me. But I would support them to whatever you wanna do.
But that's what I'm saying. That's
as long as
as
long as it's not prostitution.
But that's don't sell that ass.
Yeah.
But here's my thing: is that, let's say you weren't successful.
Yeah.
Would you feel differently because you know how much and how lucrative being who you are can be? So you look at it like, do I want my son or my daughter to go through life struggling to find their way when I know how easy it is to become this? Wouldn't you want to push them into that same direction?
I would.
So you can't really blame the parents either. We can sit here and talk about what it is, but we can't blame parents who feel like, I didn't make it, now I've got a son and I want him to make it, and forcing them to do it. I don't think we can blame them, even though it does fuck up the kid mentally.
No,
but you can't blame the timer.
No, it does. It depends on how much you support the kid and how much you influence the kid. The other time at my apartment, I had this white guy coming to install Wi-Fi fiber. Then he came with his son.
His son, right?
Yeah, 9 years old.
Damn. To plumb.
And then this kid already knew everything about Wi-Fi. The daddy would say, bring me this. And the child would. Do you know that this child will grow up to be like daddy?
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the life they've been living.
He was there at my apartment doing all this stuff at 9 years old. You know, he already knows because daddy takes him everywhere. So it also depends on how you groom your children.
Your kid.
Yeah.
I like the example you made with DJ Ark.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
A lot of people, when Ark Jr. started popping,
Yeah.
and they realized that his dad was the DJ,
Yeah.
and he got a lot of judgment for that. Like, he got judged a lot for not allowing this kid to have a childhood because he's now a rock star DJ in the clubs. He's got more gigs than, guys you and I work with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That little kid. And people were saying that the time is fucked up for that.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't.
Is it fair?
For example, I've been on Twitter since 2019, 2009.
Oh.
2009. And I'm not verified. That's before DJ Ark Jr. was born. He was born in 2012.
Word.
He's already verified.
You see?
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
I don't know, because especially like someone like an Ark Jr.
Yeah.
When Ark Jr. grows up, do you think he'll have the opportunity to make the decision to be like, fuck it, I don't want to DJ anymore. I want to be a race car driver? Do you think he'll be able? Because he can't now. We all know him as a DJ.
He can't. There's not even one child superstar that changed the career.
Yeah.
Not Michael Jackson, not Little Bow Wow, not.
What about someone like Cypher?
Cypher?
Yeah.
What about Cypher?
Child star who actually ended up growing up to being able to make his own decision.
He didn't. He wanted to be a musician. He couldn't be a musician.
Oh, he was a musician. That man's got some head start. What are you talking about?
He's a musician that didn't make it.
I don't know. Wait.
Wait, Cypher went to NSA. I went to NSA
Sharp.
too.
And that's why I brought him up. That's why I brought him up.
No, listen. Cypher was a child presenter. He was a TV presenter that became a TV producer. I think now he's a TV commissioning editor.
Yeah, for Mnet.
Anything else that he liked didn't work.
The music was there,
he's been TV all his life. No, he's not known for his music. He's known for TV.
I can't disagree with you a little bit there because he is, especially in the industry.
Yes.
You and I know him as a musician. He's made so many songs.
Not you and I. I knew before he made a record. I knew him from Yo TV.
Of course, that's what I'm saying to you.
Yes, but the music that he the music that he made didn't make him bigger than Yo TV.
No, it didn't. No,
yes,
didn't. But he
up until today, he's still that TV kid. He's still on TV. His current job right now
is on TV.
Shout
out to the Val Masterclass. Shout out to the Val Masterclass.
It's reminding. So last year we were hosting. Fuck that. So last year we were hosting the Masterclass Hip Hop Sundays at Afro Brew, and we won an award for Mzansi Arts and Media Award under the category of Best Event.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the event we hosted last year at Afro Brew was the best event of 2021.
Sure,
shout out to the Masterclass. Big shout out to everyone
who was involved in that as well, you know?
Yeah.
So if my son decided, fuck it, I want to be just like my pops, he would have to then try surpass whatever it is that I do, right? Otherwise he shouldn't do it at all. You know what I mean?
That's what we spoke about last
exactly.
week. Yeah.
I'm leading to a point here.
Yeah.
Now, when you have a situation where I start forcing my son to do events and start doing podcasting, that is the issue we have here.
We must force them before they know what forcing is.
But is it not fair?
Like DJ Arch at 3 years old? Try to teach them some shit that you want them to learn and see if they excel on it.
And make it.
If you're Serena's father, try to teach them from 3 years old and see if it's the shit. They still have a chance to change.
That's what I was making the point.
They still have a chance to change.
They can maneuver themselves in whatever way they want to.
But it has been proven that DJ Arch Jr. became a world superstar. Serena and Venus Williams became world champions, world superstars.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure, superstars.
The Jackson 5, Michael Jackson became the biggest thing.
Not all of them, but they all popped.
Yeah. Michael Jackson is the biggest musician ever
100%.
In the history of music. So it worked. So don't try to convince me when I'm 15 years old to do some shit that you failed to do.
Yeah.
It's too late.
Nah, you can't.
It's too late.
I was speaking to a homie.
Yeah.
He says he's 24 years old.
Yeah.
His dad was a soccer player.
Yeah.
Here in South Africa.
Yeah.
And now he went to Russia, came back from Russia, didn't make it in Russia. And he feels like a heavy disappointment to his father because his father wanted him to be and I'm saying to him, if you're 24...
If you can... Let me finish
my point.
Wait. Your point is, if you can't make it in Russia in soccer, you are useless.
That's not my point, nigga. Shit.
You can't... In Europe is the epitome.
No.
Is the...
Epitome.
Yeah.
That's the word you're looking for.
Epitome.
There we go.
Yeah. English, bro. But like, Europe is the pinnacle of soccer. If you can't make it in Russia, you're useless, bro.
And that's facts. Let me get to my point, though.
Yeah.
The point I was trying to make is the fact that if you're 24 years old right now, and you haven't even had an opportunity to go to Russia or any other country in Europe to go play soccer at the age of 10, 11, 12, 13, forget about it, dog. It's done. That's the point I'm trying to make. Is like now he feels like he's disappointed in his pops, even though from an age of like 5, 6, 7 years old, he was trying to be what his dad wanted him to be, and he's flopped it. He's fucked it up.
Exactly what I was saying. You either you either make your dad proud or you disappoint your dad. And when you disappoint your dad, there's consequences.
Oh, mom.
Oh, mom.
Yes.
Your parent.
Thank you.
There's consequences. You can become a junkie, a drug addict, or you can become an alcoholic because you feel like you failed in life.
Hey, man, and that's sad. The pressure that they put on you from that young age to become that, you know. Let's bring it to music. Let's bring this conversation to music.
Bring it back.
How would you say it works in music? Have you ever heard of any artist who's big now, who their parents wanted to do this hip hop thing or this rap thing or this music thing? You know what I mean? But didn't make it. Now the son is good.
The thing is,
or the daughter.
The thing is with musicians that made it, like the legends, your Oskidos, your Tiras, your Chicos, your Yvonne Chaka Chakas, your Brendas, their kids didn't make it. But you always hear stuff like a random musician say, I come from a music family that we don't know about. So that's why I'm saying the parents that didn't make it have a better chance of grooming superstars
than parents who are
than the
superstars.
parents who are legends.
That's facts. That's true. There's no lies detected there. We've seen it happen.
Yeah.
We've seen it happen. But also, I'm more worried about the actual artist, the kid, the person who has to go through that. You know, more than their parents. I'm more.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Let's do better for our kids, man.
Let them do what they want to do.
Yeah, let's not force them. Let's not channel them into certain careers.
I won't lie to you. I wanted, when having a kid, whatnot, I thought, I'm going to make sure that my kid is a soccer player because I couldn't play soccer.
You couldn't play.
You know what I mean? But now I think about it, I'm like, if this nigga wants to be a Elon Musk, I can't force him to be a soccer player because of what I wanted for myself, which didn't happen. You know, as much as he might become successful because I know how to maneuver that situation, even with rap.
No.
I love rap music.
I learned that people are different from me having a brother who's an engineer and a brother who's a pharmacist. I learned that people are not
and then
the
there's
same.
you. Then there's you.
Then there's me.
Yeah.
The black sheep of the family.
The black sheep.
Yeah, who's more famous than the whole family.
Sure. That's a shot at your brothers. Y'all must
shout out to my brothers.
Kick Rashid's ass when you see him. And knock his ass out for that statement.
You know what I mean?
But I get why you'd want to talk about this. Like I said when I started the conversation, I've been seeing a lot of it, man, where people want their kids to do better than them.
Yeah.
And you think you know what's better for you. And you don't really, because you couldn't do it yourself.
Yeah, you couldn't do it yourself. And you're putting more pressure on the kid if you want the kid to succeed where you didn't succeed.
Yeah, nah, it's bullshit, dog. I think for me, as we close up this part of the class, is I would just like to encourage all parents out there, young parents especially, you know, to have an open mind and always allow your children or your person your children or your kids to develop themselves. They might even become more successful in doing something that they love over something that you made them love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the conclusion. Let's move to the free
Free
period.
period.
Who do we have?
Oh man, shout out to my boys.
Motherfucker.
Shout out to the homies, dog. I was with them. Well, now it's gonna be a week later.
Yeah. Whenever
you see it. Yeah, but I was in Alex, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was in Alex over the weekend.
Gomorrah.
Shout out to Gomorrah, man. Shout out to everyone in Gomorrah. And I bumped into homies that we once hosted at the masterclass. Hip Hop said, why we got this plaque?
That's why we won that shit.
So, but TurnUpLordz.
Oh, Turn Up.
And Tzeeh.
Yeah, I remember them niggas.
Yeah. What did you think of their set when they performed?
They were quite nice.
They crazy, right?
Yeah, they crazy. Like, they meant for that.
And for me, like, I ended up remembering how crazy their performance was. And I thought, let me go listen to some of their music.
Yeah.
And I bumped the music. I was like, shit, these guys have some really nice music. We have to put them on the masterclass for a little bit. Mm-hmm. And whenever you can get an opportunity to go check out Tzeeh and TurnUpLordz, and there's a couple other homies that are on the song that's playing right now.
Yeah.
They're all from Gomorrah. The one crazy thing that the homies said to me, and I wanted us to talk about.
Yeah.
They said to me, and I told them, this happens in every hood. because we've seen it in the masterclass.
Oh, for sure.
But he says in Alex, amongst hip hop artists and rappers, there's a lot of discourse and like hate amongst each other, and like guys can't work together. This one is maybe jealous over this one, but they're all from the same hood. And he was the Tzeeh, I think was the homie I was talking to. He was saying to me he doesn't feel like it should be like that, and I'm like, fuck, you're right, but that's how it is in almost every hood. What do you think the problem is there, Sheed? Check your mic.
It's not actually. I wouldn't say it's hate, but hip hop is competition.
Sure.
Hip hop is a competitive sport.
Word.
You know,
Word.
we can hardly work together when we are competing. You know,
I love that. I love that thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Contact sport.
Yes. I need to show that
I'm better.
I need to prove that I'm
I'm better than you. Yeah. So that's why I was telling him, like, you can't be in Alex Komora and feel like we should all be together because we're from one hood, when you guys are actually battling for the top spot, all of you. And it's not just the top spot, Ekaslako. It's the top spot around the country. So, man, all I'm saying is, like, in hip-hop, I don't think that we really need unity per se like that, you know? If I'm competing with you, Rashid, it's very hard for me to smile with you whenever I think you're doing better than me. And I think that's just the culture and the way the culture has been, how it's been groomed, how it worked. When hip-hop started, it was all about who was the best DJ, who's the best, who had a better mix, who's got a better verse on this song. As much as we might be a crew, a duo, like the TurnUpLordz, in that duo, there's still competition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As much as I love you and shit, you my boy, but I'm trying to body you every time we do a song. You know what I mean? Like, homies, in the New York boys, the Locks.
Yeah.
As much as they love each other, I'm sure when homie hears a verse in studio, he's like, fuck it, I'm going back into the studio to make a better verse than yours. You know what I mean? So for homies to expect unity amongst their hoods, I don't think it should be an expectation. I feel like we'll get better music when we start competing with each other here, and then we can go and move and now compete with other hoods, other countries, other people. So
hip hop is a competitive sport.
Yeah.
You know,
check your mic there.
We compete from the crew, like you just said, who has the best verse. You know, we can be united, but we don't have to unite with another crew.
Got you.
Because we're competing
with that crew.
Yeah, we're competing with those people.
Exactly.
We can unite for a show, for something that brings us together.
But
there's always like different levels of competition, from a crew level, from the hood level, from the provincial level, to the highest level.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
That's how hip hop is.
Nah, it's
always about who killed who has the better verse.
100%. Do you think we're softening up now? Like, do you think hip hop is getting softer? Like, everyone wants to come together and kumbaya this shit and like sound good together and like work together is fine, but we're still competing.
Hip hop is soft now. A rapper can suck a dick on Instagram.
What?
And still have a career.
What do you mean? Or is it like, what do you mean suck a dick on Instagram?
Isaiah Rashad.
Oh.
I'm saying you can suck a dick and still have a career.
And you couldn't do that.
That's how soft hip hop is.
You couldn't, but that's like, okay, I hear that. Go Peeps episode 1, we speak about homophobia in hip hop. That's what that's about, really. You know? So big shout out to my homies, man. I hope I'm saying it right. It's Tzeeh. I think it's Tzeeh.
Tzeeh, yeah.
Tzeeh SA.
Yeah.
And the TurnUpLordz, Pac-Man, you know. The song that we're playing is called Showstoppers. So yeah, man, I thought I should profile them since I was with them on yesterday. Well, which is a week ago yesterday. And
so these rappers have to meet you before you can profile them.
It works better. They don't have to meet me. What are you talking about? It just works better.
You said you were with them.
No, I was with them, but I also caught them at the masterclass. Shout out to the masterclass, Hip Hop Sundays. I saw them perform. I put them on my show the next week, and now
I saw the TurnUpLordz. Who's Tzeeh? That's the guy you met.
No. I was with the guys from TurnUpLordz. Tzeeh is the guy they're featuring on Showstoppers.
Who's featuring who? Who's featuring
Tzeeh's song featuring TrapLordz.
Okay.
Got me.
Yeah, I saw Tzeeh featuring TrapLordz.
Yeah.
I know the TrapLordz.
And now you know Tzeeh too?
because he met you.
I never met that nigga. I met the niggas on. But shout out to Gomorrah, man. Shout out to everyone in Alex right now.
Yeah.
Niggas don't look like it's fine that we're not unified in the hood, but like when we move out as the hood, let's be unified. Let's work together. Let's compete.
Just because we're not united doesn't mean we're beefing.
100%. And also, like, people don't have to know that we're beefing. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be evident.
Yeah.
And I've seen it when we do the masterclass hip hop Sundays. I've seen it happen with the Gomorrah guys. I've seen it happen with the Val guys.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it happen with the guys from when we did the Tembisa, the 1632 one.
Yeah, 1630,
you know? It's just competition. Don't take it, especially young up and coming rappers, don't take it as, oh, they hate me. They don't want to fuck with me. They don't want to. No, dog. We're like, I'm trying to be number one too. But I know you're dope. So let's all work together as we compete to move the whole hood forward, man. So big shout out to them. That's my free period for the day. Who you got?
Alright. I got on the producer's side, I got Tux on beats.
Shout out, man.
Tux.
Yeah, bump some of the stuff, dog.
Yeah.
What you think? You like?
No, Tux is a cool dude, man. He has produced for Tumi before he was Togi, produced for Ginger, produced for Gigi Lemaine, produced for Proverb, produced for you know, he's been there.
Yeah.
He's not a super producer, but he's always there.
So he's been in the game for a minute.
He's been in the game for a minute.
What kind of work is he doing now? Do you think he's still doing? Because the rappers you just spoke about now are some actual murderers, you know?
Yeah.
They require beats that are murderable.
He's got dope as beats, man. He's based in Joburg. He's originally from Cape, Queenstown in the Eastern Cape.
Shout out to Queenstown.
In the Eastern Cape, but he's a dope producer, man.
Yeah. His sound is it still the same? Because like I'm saying to you, what the music he used to make for Doomy and Proverb was probably similar sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're in 2021 when there's so much 22. Sorry, there's so much different kind of music. What's he sound like today?
I think he's there with the times, because after that he was Ginger, Gigi Lemaine, and he's still like he keeps up with the times.
That's dope, man. He seems like one of those producers who are still willing to find new cats as well.
Yeah.
To work with. And I wanted to ask you as well, do you think producers in our country only want to work with other big artists? And they don't want to just find a new cat from Kai Kai and put them on?
Not really. Producers, most of the time, they don't approach artists. Artists approach them. So it's up to them whether they're willing to work with those artists or not. And some need to pay the rent.
Yep, you gotta put the yards in, dog.
Yeah.
Or sometimes the payola. And get you
Whatever.
pay for services.
Whatever's clever.
Get your money out there, man. Yeah, so shout out to the homie, dog. I liked some of the stuff that he's done recently.
Yeah.
The stuff he did with Doomy and Proverb, that's some classic shit that he's done.
Yeah.
You know?
But he didn't stop. He bettered himself.
Yeah.
He's still here.
Shout out to him, man, and I hope he's taking care of his mental as well. I just wanted us, before we move into the review, biggest shout out to Makwa, dog. We love you as a fraternity, my nigga. Like, we saw whatever happened last week with the tweets and the posts and the Instagram, and the whole industry was worried about Umakwa. And before we move on, he's one of the biggest producers we have. Let's take care of him and let's make sure that he's okay.
Yeah,
that goes for everybody else. Yeah, the music is there. You can rock music anytime. But just from our side as the masterclass hip hop, we want to just make sure that he knows that we love you, dog, and we have your back. And yeah, just keep working, my nigga, and stay strong. Stay strong.
Yeah.
This music shit ain't easy.
Makwa, if you have a problem, reach out, bro. Like, we don't need another situation.
Yeah. Also, he doesn't have to reach out. Let's reach out to him. We can see that he's going through some shit. Let's stop just tweeting and posting and just, yeah, dude, are you okay? Don't do it. No.
No, we must go to him. He needs to talk to people. We don't want to find out when it's too late.
Exactly.
Yes.
But he's not going to come to us. He's not going to come to us. We have, like I'm saying, that's why I'm doing this now. And I'm telling him that we're here. You know what I mean? And we want to know what's going on.
And he must reach out.
Okay, he can.
We are here. Since we're here, you must reach out.
Word up, man. Shout out to all the producers as well. That's the free period done for the day. Let's review some shit a little bit. Trusted SLK, my homie.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. New EP out. Just dropped. I was speaking to her about it before I actually listened to it.
Yes.
And yeah, man, she seemed very excited at the time to have some new music and to have some.
The EP is called Meaningful Hustle.
Which is very her.
Yeah.
You know, she's done everything. She's done from promoting cats to rapping to producing to working with other people, featuring on songs, to now having a body of work that I think is valuable.
And I'm happy and I'm very proud of that because she was on One Mic Season 3. That's the show I produce on SABC.
Oh, that was her put on? That's where she came? That was her...
Yeah, that was her first like breakout situation. She was on One Mic Season 3 and she made it to the quarterfinals.
And then you cut her after that.
Yeah, I was like, she's
hater.
No,
hate.
I didn't. I also brought her to Afro Brew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's come to
Sunday Sessions, Masterclass.
For sure.
Yeah, she's been performing there. So I've been with her since.
Okay. Well, since you know her like that, then what do you think of the tape? EP. Hey, when you say tape these days.
Yeah. EP is dope. I like it. Best way to intro yourself to the industry.
Yeah. How many songs on that thing, actually? Can you check for me there?
Let me check.
I think for me, I'm a bit... And she knows, man, I'll tell you the truth all the time.
Yeah.
I'm a bit touched that she decided to call this an EP.
What was it supposed to be called?
This could have been her album. This could have been an album.
How so?
It just sounds so good. Like, she worked on it. She put in a lot of work into this couple of months, maybe even years, to write half the bars on that thing. Musically, I like it. Like you're saying, it's a dope introduction to the game.
Yeah.
This would have been a nice debut album for me. You know what I mean? She didn't have to call it an EP. Calling an EP makes me listen to it differently also.
Why?
You know what I mean? Because now I'm just like, yeah, it's music, but this isn't like best you're going to give me.
It's all about time. Like, it's all about time.
What do you mean time?
If your project is less than 30 minutes, it's an EP. If it's 30 minutes and above, it's an album. But it doesn't change the content.
For sure, but that's what I'm saying. It's the problem that a lot of cats in the game are having right now, where it's longer than 30 minutes, but they're still calling it an EP.
Because they don't know shit.
It's not that. It's niggas is scared.
Niggas don't know shit. No. They don't know the difference between an EP and an album.
Which is a problem, though. It's like being a soccer player, but you don't know when you score the goal. It's a goal. You know what I mean? Like, you should understand that, okay, I'm dropping this, but it's longer than what it should be.
Yes, I'm saying a lot of artists don't know the difference between a mixtape, an EP, and an album. You know, soccer players know this is halftime. They know this is extra time.
Yeah.
You know, but musicians don't know that shit.
And that's unacceptable, man. So that's the only issue I had with Trusted doing this, that I feel like she was a bit scared. Or, I don't know. Maybe scared is the wrong word, but she wasn't too sure what to do. And also how she...
Maybe she was just testing the waters. Like, let me call this an EP and see the reaction before I drop an album.
That's fine, but just make it shorter then. Don't give me an album, call it EP. That's all. That's what I'll say. But the music, amazing on that shit. It should have been... I'm so proud of the growth. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
the name of the album, the Hustle, it just speaks about who she is, dog.
Yeah.
We've, like you're saying, One Mic to Hip Hop Sundays to hosting Velvet Sundays
to sports and
to the sports with a put on.
Yeah.
That is a fucking hustle right there.
Yeah, she's been on the grind.
That's someone who really wants to make this hip hop thing work.
Yeah.
And the only way, like, she'll pop now, I think, is if we support her. We have to.
Do.
We spoke about women in hip hop 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We don't have enough women in hip hop. We said this. So I'm not hating on any female artist that comes out and wants to do what they do. Unless she's trash. But she's not. Luckily
She's not.
You know, she still holds it down properly.
There's a track
let's show her some
with,
love.
With Lash.
With Lash Yankee. Shout out Lash Yankee as well, man.
That's a dope track. That's a dope collab.
It's on the tape.
It's on the
tape.
EP.
Yeah. EP.
Whatever it is. Yeah, it's on
Big
there.
shout out though, man. Go listen to that. Go stream it. Go buy it. Support the homegirl. She worked really hard at this shit.
Rated?
Ooh, I didn't want to, but
you must.
I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10?
Yeah.
I'ma give it a 7 out of 10 also.
It's a 7 kind of
Yeah.
EP.
Yeah.
If it was an album, I probably would have given it more.
Yeah.
If she called it an album, she would have gotten an 8.5 from me.
Okay.
But because it's a tape and an EP,
Shout out to Trusted SLK representing Cape Town 021. The Masterclass Podcast, Rashid K and OG. We out of this motherfucker.
peace.